Hey, it's Bob Harris here, and welcome to Easy Beginner Fingerstyle Guitar Lessons. This is lesson number 3. If you haven't taken lesson number 1 and 2, simply go down to the link below and click on that to take those lessons. These are all in progression, so if you're ready for lesson number 3, here we go. Okay, first what I want to do is I want to show you the E minor chord form. It's one of the easiest chords to play on the guitar. It's only using 2 fingers. We're going to be using our middle finger and we're going to be using our ring finger. Okay, so 2 fingers. And what we're going to do is we're going to play it on the 5th and 4th strings, 2 frets up. Both of them are 2 frets up. So let's put our middle finger on the 5th string. Okay, 2 frets up. Remember, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how these are numbered. So on the 5th string, 2 frets up, 1, 2, we're going to go right here. And then with our index, our ring finger rather, we're going to go 2 frets up on the 4th string, okay? So 2 frets up on the 4th string, and then 2 frets up on the 5th string that we already just did. Okay, so the thing is I've been teaching you, or I've been showing you, that the closest to the fret that you are, the better your note is going to sound. You know, if you're back here, not good. Okay, so you want to be right here. You want to make sure to have your hand, if you see my hand right here, that you don't want your finger, you know, way out here like this. You want it in kind of a vice grip, okay? And I've been saying to everybody that if your fingers are hurting, if you're having problems with pain in your hand and stuff like that, the only pain that you should have would be on the tips of your fingers from not playing. But once you start to play more, you're going to develop calluses. I don't know if you could see the calluses here, but this is from over many years of playing. So 5th string, middle finger, 4th string, ring finger. Okay, so go ahead and give this a try. Now you can see that this finger here, it just can't possibly go up here. So it's got to be down here. But if you're holding the chord right, you have your hand in a good position here to play the chord, and you'll notice that I have an arch here. Let's see if you could see that. This is a hard one to show, but my hand is arching, maybe this direction. My hand is arching to where I'm not hitting the strings up on the top when I'm playing the chord. Okay, now we've been doing, just as a review, I showed you this chord right here. That was the first lesson. And we used these 4 strings right here, 4, 3, 2, 1, in this picking pattern here. Okay. Then the A minor, or the A chord, that I showed you the form of the A chord, and we moved that 4-string picking pattern down here. Now if you haven't seen those videos, just go below in the description area. I have all of that stuff available, so you should do that first and then come back to this. Do this in order, very important. Okay. So now we have the E minor chord. And if you look, it's the same thing as this A form chord, except it's just on 2 different strings. Okay? So now I want you to also look at this. With the picking that we were doing with the A chord, we were starting on the 4th string, starting on the 5th string and playing all the way to the 2nd string. Okay? So we were going like this. What's interesting about this is going to be the first deviation that I'm going to show you for the E minor chord, and first picking difference between picking those 2 chords. What I'm going to do is we're going to, instead of hitting this note again, we're going to keep the same form for the A that we do for the A chord. We're going to do it for the E minor chord that we just learned. And what we're going to do is, instead of hitting this 5th string, we're going to be alternating back and skipping over this string right here. Okay? So even though we're playing this chord and we're not going to be playing this note, the picking sounds like this, okay? And we'll get into detail, but let me just show you what this looks like. Okay, so let's break that down. It's, like I said, here's the A chord that we learned from the last video, and we were going. Hope you've learned that. All we're doing is we're taking, the only thing that's changing with the picking pattern here is we're not going to hit this string anymore. We're going to skip over it and hit the E note, the bottom E note, the 6th string, and alternate back and forth. Now, let's form the E minor chord, okay? Proper hand position, okay, and I'm actually skipping over this string, okay? So let me get in close and show you how that looks. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. Remember to go down below if you need to take the first lesson and go through these. This will be the 4th one. That whole picking pattern and all these other chords in detail that I just showed you. So now we know 3 chords. We know the form of a D chord, 2 fingers. We know the form of an A chord. And we know the E minor. Okay, and the E minor picking pattern is different. Once again, I'm going to show you real close and slow. Okay, we're working our way up to being able to play a song. Obviously, you've got to know some chords. I have a song coming up, so we will see you on the next video, and please practice. Practice 5 minutes a day is all you got to do. 5-10 minutes. Just have your guitar in your hand and go. And I'll see you on the next video.